Good morning. It is day 22. I think this is probably the only filming I'm going to do today. It is raining. I'm already packed up, ready to leave the hut. Today I have a 6k road walk to get to the, main road, mainish road. And then another 8k road walk to get to where my next track starts and where my resupply bucket is. However, because I now have one pole unusable with a missing section and one pole broken, and I need a new inner sole because I partially melted my other one and my socks have basically disintegrated, I am going to try and hitch a ride into Hastings. And the other reason is the weather forecast continues to be really bad, and I'm about to go up to the high point at 1700 meters, and then I've got a couple of days in a river, which it's not a good idea to do that when it's raining continuously. So yeah, so I'm going to try and hitch a ride into Hastings. I will get a motel for a day, see what the weather forecast is like, and then switch to a backpackers, go to an outdoor shop and get myself re-outfitted, and then come back. So yeah, long miserable road walk. So I'll try and protect my camera. It didn't like yesterday getting wet all the time, so I'll try and keep it away. So this is probably the only thing today until I get to a motel. So yuck. Now outside and another wet day. Yuck! It was pretty miserable walking in the rain, and I really missed my umbrella, but I did make good time and I got to about 500 meters short of next track started, and the first car of the day came past and stopped for me, which was brilliant. And the driver took me all the way into the middle of Hastings, which was out of his way, but it was, yeah, really nice of him. Unfortunately, in Hastings there was a big event happening and accommodation was in very short supply, so I went to the information centre and they managed to get me a room at a backpackers on the edge of town and gave me directions for the bus. So I bussed out to where the backpackers was. I stayed there relaxing for the rest of the afternoon and drying everything out. There's no decent outdoor shops in Hastings, so I took the bus to the nearby city of Napier, which had a very limited range of outdoor things, but I did manage to get everything that I needed. The snow came through the following day and it snowed down to 700 meters, and given that I was going up to 1700 meters, I decided to give it a few more days to let the snow melt. So I caught a bus and I headed to Taupo. So that's the bus I just drove into Taupo on. Once I was in Taupo, I needed to vote. It was important that I voted because not only was it our national general election, it was also two referendums, one on the legalisation of cannabis and the other was the end-of-life choice, so a form of euthanasia. Done my duty, voted. And then I stayed with friends for the next couple of days. The bus that I was meant to take back to Hastings was cancelled because the road was closed due to a major vehicle accident. So I went back another day later, stayed the night at a different backpackers, and then the next morning hitched out to the trail. So these are my new MacPack poles, and what I've done is they have this big long bit by the handle, and I've taken it off because I never use it. I just only ever use the handle part, and yeah, so it just gets rid of some extra weight for it. So yeah, I've got to put another basket on, but that's my new MacPack poles. So it's a very sad goodbye to my poles. I've taken the handles because I can reuse those, but yeah, this is what 6 years worth of use looks like on a walking pole, over 11,000 kilometers, and they are still in pretty good condition. They are worn off all of the rubber around there, and those broke on PCT, but they still worked really well. And this one's got a bit of a bend now, but once again it still works. So sad to say goodbye to these poles.